My name is Leon Scamahorn, CEO of Interspace Systems Corporation. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the one-way check valves in the dive surface valve assembly. First thing you want to have is some basic tools. You can have a screwdriver, a flat tip screwdriver, either from your multi-purpose tool such as a Leatherman, or you can have this bad boy right here, your screw gun. The other thing you want is a Sharpie that's a silver tip right here, and some side cutters. You're going to make sure that your dive surface valve has been properly disinfected, especially if you're working on somebody else's. So put it some cleaner, rinse it out, and then lay it out in front of you. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to clear the hose protectors off to the sides, and I'm going to go into the dive surface valve, and I'm going to take my Sharpie, my silver Sharpie, and I'm going to mark right on the dive surface valve and right on the hose itself, so this way I can get the orientation of the hose exactly where they were before. So I'll mark the hose. Right across from that, I'll mark on the dive surface valve. I'll do the same thing on this side, and I'm ready to go. I'll take my man tool and loosen those up, push them off to the sides, and I'll gently pull off this hose here. And right here, as you can see, there's your one-way check valve on the inside. I can blow on that and it vents out. I can go the other way. I can inhale on it. I can get gas coming towards me, and then I can exhale into it, and it blocks. You want to make sure you do these checks when you put your new check valve in. So I'll come and get a side cutter, whatever you want to use, and I'll go ahead and come over and snip the end off. Reach in there, remove your check valve, go get your new check valve, clean it off of any dust and dirt, and it's good to hold them up in the sun. Make sure you don't see any holes in it or any damage. I'm going to lick the end a little bit, and I'm going to put it in just the way I found it, so that way I know it's going to operate properly. So I'll go ahead on this piece right here, I'll put that check valve right inside, lining up the stem. Okay, as you can see, it's coming through. I'll grab that now and I'll gently pull, and it takes a little effort. Oops. If you pull it in through too far like that, that's okay. Just gently pull it out and recheck it against the light. Make sure there's no holes in it. And then you're going to go ahead and do the breathing test again. You're going to inhale on it, then exhale, and do the same thing to the other side. There you go. And it works. We'll go ahead and do the other side now. This side looks a little bit different. So what I'll do is I'll go in here at the side cutters, put my little pile of dead parts there, shake out any water, go to my new valve, clean it, check it for any holes. Looks good to go. Put it in the same way that I found it. You know it's the same way, or the correct way, when you put your finger right in there on the center. And you see right on the crosshairs, all right? You can put your finger and you feel it raised right there in the middle. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, insert the stem, and you can see it's coming through. Grab your finger, and sometimes it helps to gently push on the other side. This one can be a little bit harder to get a grip on. Keep your finger right there. Take your multi-tool. Get down on the far down on the stem as possible and just gently push with your thumb. Just gently There it goes, till it pops in. Make sure, check it, and you can see it's firmly anchored in now. You're going to do the breathing check. Exhale into it, and then inhale. It seals, it's good to go. Now, if you're confused on which side of which goes where, this side goes in just fine. Okay, this is the exhaust side, but it can go on the other side too, but it's pretty sloppy. All right, well, somebody could still make that mistake, right? So we engineered that out. Yes, the inhale side can go into the inhale side, but it can't go into the exhale side. So now I've got that assembled. Put those back together again, and I'll go ahead and just validate that they work. I'll block this side. Oop. That worked all too well. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again, but I'll hold the side in. I'll block the side and gently exhale. And I inhale, and it seals perfectly. Do the same thing to the other side, but hold it in. I can exhale, but I can't inhale. It's perfect. Last thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and find my marks. Line up your hoses according to the Sharpie, and then you got the flat. This is the bottom of the dive surface valve. What you're going to do is you're going to center your clamp and line it up against the flat right here. Take your screw gun and just gently, and it's not very tight at all. You'll finish that with a regular screwdriver. The same thing, the other side. If you loosened up your HUD holder, which you did in order to take this apart, pull your covers off to the side, and your HUD holder is going to go on just like so. Okay, you'll feel a hump right there, and the one clamp is right over here. Okay, the one clamp's right here. There's a little hump, and your HUD holder is going to go towards the inside, and it fits just like so, and it's going to be lined up with the flat. That's the top where the helmet logo is. And I'm just going to hand tighten them down so I don't over tighten. There you go. Now I'll go ahead and put the covers back in place, and I can take a piece of tape. I'll just cover it like so with a piece of electrical tape. That way the protectors last longer. Now the last check you'll do, just to be doubly sure it's correct, DSV is in the open position. You're going to inhale, you're going to block one side and inhale off of that, and then you're going to exhale on the other side. The same check you would do on a regular pre-dive. That's how you replace the check valves in the DSV. Thank you.